ABC News has agreed to pay Donald Trump $15 million to settle a defamation suit that he filed against them and George Snuffleupagus for lying about the ridiculous kangaroo court verdict regarding this whack job, E. Jean Carroll. She's the kook who concocted the story about how Donald Trump did terrible things to her in the dressing room of a famous department store, which just so happened to be the plot of a popular crime show, which obviously was the inspiration for her lie. And Donald Trump's going to put the money to good use. It's going to help fund his presidential library. George Snuffleupagus then deleted his Twitter account in order to try to escape from the ridicule that he is receiving online. And let's not forget that Sloppy Daniels owes Donald Trump over $100,000 for losing her case against him as well. And her former lawyer, Michael Avenatti, who the liberal media salivated over every night while he would spew his Trump derangement syndrome with every breath, has had his sickness go into remission, and he's had a change of heart. And even he says that the case against Donald Trump involving Stormy Daniels and, the payment to her to make her go away, which they claim was a crime, a campaign finance violation, he says that that's political persecution.
Case is grossly unfair, Sean, and that's going to come as a surprise to a lot of people, but I strongly believe that. What is happening right now to President Trump, and let me be clear, I disagree with President Trump on about 95% of the issues at a minimum. But one thing he and I agree on, and that is that the politicization of these cases, in this case in particular, is gross, it's uncalled for, and it's flat out wrong. This is an effort to deprive millions of Americans of their choice for president. This guy has been indicted now in 4 cases up and down the entire East Coast.
Now, he's probably fishing for a pardon because he's in prison for tax evasion and all sorts of other crimes. But this is another perfect example of the liberal lies coming back to bite them.
So Trump filed a defamation suit. It was working its way through the courts. ABC was unable to get it thrown out initially, and actually in the next few days, Trump was set to be deposed in the case. But ABC is avoiding going any further by settling and paying out $15 million plus $1 million in attorney fees. They say that it's going to go to a nonprofit, basically to Trump's future library. That's the idea. But maybe most importantly, Jessica, ABC is also apologizing, issuing a statement of regret.
Well, somebody better tell that to the future Brian Stelter, Democrat TikTok star Harry Sisson.
It's crazy how it's only been a month and Trump supporters are already regretting their vote. We told you so.
Nobody is regretting voting for Donald Trump, kid. If anything, it's the Democrats in the media and in Congress who are regretting their horrifying lies that they've been spreading about Donald Trump and his supporters, and for allowing the Democrat Party to go so far left that they are communists now. MSNBC and CNN fight to dig out of a post-election ratings hole. Well, good luck. The ratings have fallen by more than half, and they are now at a 30-year low. CNN's primetime shows. I misspoke the other day. I said that they were barely getting 500,000 viewers. They're barely getting 400,000 viewers. MSNBC's primetime audience has taken a staggering 53% hit, dropping from 1.34 million viewers before the election to just 632,000. These are total viewers, okay? This isn't even in the demographic. CNN hasn't fared much better, losing 47% of its primetime viewers down to 398,000 viewers. Now, I don't mean to brag, but just for comparison's sake, my videos average probably about 250,000 viewers. Some of them, 300, 400,000, but they kind of hover around 250, 270, which isn't really bad considering I'm just a guy with a laptop and a YouTube channel. Senator Mitt the Rhino Romney, who thankfully didn't seek re-election this year, probably because he knew that he was going to leave and didn't want to end his career in embarrassment, so he just decided to go away quietly, surprisingly joined the Clown News Network to admit that the Republican Party is now the MAGA Party.
Do you still think there's going to be a post-Trump Republican Party, or is MAGA now the Republican Party?
Oh, MAGA is the Republican Party, and Donald Trump is the Republican Party today. And if you were to ask me who the nominee will be in 2028, I think it'll be J.D. Vance, all right? He's smart, well-spoken, part of the MAGA movement.
You said something pretty harsh about him a few months ago, though. You could not have less respect for somebody than J.D.
Long ago. I'm not going to rehash history. And we've worked together in this.
Just another thing that Mitt the Rhino Romney was wrong about. And thanks to the power of the internet and independent media analysts like yours truly, we have clips like this showing him making a complete fool of himself over and over again.
If we Republicans choose Donald Trump as our nominee, the prospects for a safe and prosperous future are greatly diminished. If Donald Trump's plans were ever implemented, the country would sink into prolonged recession. He will lose to Hillary Clinton. Think about that. Trump nomination enables her victory.
So his prediction was that if Donald Trump became our party's nominee in 2016, it would enable Hillary Clinton. Would you like to further embarrass yourself about the 2024 election, sir?
If President Trump continues in his campaign, if he became a nominee, I think he loses again. And
would you support him if he's the nominee?
Absolutely not. And it's not just because he loses. I mean, that's my reason that I offer to other people who are big fans of his. But it's also he's simply not a person who ought to have the reins of the government of the United States.
Well, too bad. Hopefully your magic Mormon underwear will comfort you at night, though. And now they're getting concerned that Kash Patel may actually get confirmed by the Senate to head up the FBI.
Not a single Republican senator has raised any significant public concern about Patel's nomination. Now, my last guest, Senator Whitehouse, said maybe that will come in the hearings, maybe it'll be quiet, but it still is kind of an eye-opener worth discussing. As the New York Times put it this week, Patel appears, at least for now, to be on a glide path for confirmation.
That means for sure old Joe's going to start handing out dozens of preemptive pardons to his crime associates for Christmas. And here he is over the weekend making this hilarious joke.
We run a campaign that's basically scandal-free. It's hard to do in American politics these days.
Even the attendees at the Democratic National Convention holiday reception started to chuckle. His criminal son and brother aside, the entire Democrat Party and liberal media were engaged in an epic gaslighting operation, trying to convince the American people that everything was just fine regarding his mental competency until that emperor has no clothes moment during the debate against Donald Trump. I mean, what's next? Is Kamala Harris going to say that the Democrats' far left Marxist agenda hasn't been defeated? Oh, wait, what's this?
Our spirit is not defeated. We are not defeated. Let's be clear about that. We are strong. We are clear about why we are in this. And because you're here right now, I say, again, thank you, because not only are you clear about all of that, you're willing to put in the hard work. And that work must continue.
Yes, please continue to do what you've done. It's shown the American people just how insane the Democrat Party has become and how big of liars the mainstream media is.
How dare we speak Merry Christmas? How dare we?
Well, how about MAGA Christmas instead, lady? Which reminds me, today, Monday, December 16th, is the last day to order anything from my online store at markdice.com and get it in time for Christmas. You have to use express shipping, which is a little bit more. But if you use the promo code SLACKER at the checkout, you can save 20% off of anything. So order your MAGA Christmas and happy 4 more years. A sweatshirt or t-shirt, the classic Trump cause sweatshirt or t-shirt, your liberal tears mug, your Trump fight, fight, fight shirt, Christ is King, Teflon Don, or any of my awesome designs. All available in a t-shirt, long sleeve, and a hoodie, and a whole bunch of different colors as well. So head out over to markdice.com or click the link in the description below. Enter the promo code SLACKER at the checkout to save 20% off. And check them out.